Hello friends, we're going to do a reaction video, a little bit of a different one. I do love horns. I don't mean the ones on bulls, but the actual instruments. I don't play them. I've never tried to play them, but I have a great appreciation for people who are really good at playing horns, saxophones, that type of thing. So I have a request from my good friend, McBeardyland. He's a good friend. He's a patron. He's a good friend from Omaha. And he has a request for Junior Walker on David Letterman, November 25th, 1985.
Junior Walker, folks.
I just love how in key he is when he's playing. So in tune. I often will tell guys on the guitar, I was just talking to a student about this last week, I think, about intonation, your ability to play really, really in key. And I'll get a lot of guitar players over the years come to me and say, hey, show me this crazy technique, or show me this, show me that to take me to the next level. And I'm like, why don't we clean up your intonation? Because the more in tune you play, the better you're going to sound if their intonation is shaky. And this guy, it's just awesome. I love it.
Junior. Thank you very much. We'll do
You know, I don't know a lot about the horns and the mechanics of how it works and all the different things you do. I really don't. In my education, I had a lot of private education with music. I've studied with some people that, you know, have had PhDs. I've had some great instructor, and plus, I've had great instructors, but plus, I've invested in my own library and my own resources. Because once you start learning and you learn how to learn, that's where a lot of my education has come from. A lot of it's learning while playing live. You learn so many experiences as a musician. But I was one of those guys that I have a lot of friends, still have friends that were in the band in high school, and some of those people who have since more recently gone on to take guitar lessons from me. It just wasn't for me. I didn't really like the way they taught music in high school. This also kind of goes back to when I was in grade 4. I had a very traumatic experience with a music teacher. She had passed away, I think, last year. So I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but it was very not nice. I know there's been a number of other students in my age brackets who have had her as a teacher who kind of got turned off music that way. If you go through something traumatic, if you're getting yelled at, berated because you don't understand something, you're obviously going to put walls up and be like, okay, wait, not doing this. So I was kind of going that route in high school. I just was very resistant to it. I already didn't like it. I wasn't open-minded to it. And my first real guitar teacher really opened up my mind to other ways of learning that really helped me. So in the long run, I'm just saying, so I never really had any experience trying to play any of those instruments. But my hat's off. I've heard they're very difficult. My hat's off to people that can do it. Junior Walker, that was an amazing song, listening to him play. Great singer as well. I know he's a multi-instrumentalist. His playing kind of reminds me of like back in the heyday, in my heyday of Saturday Night Live, when they do the introductions, there's a sax solo playing that really sounded a lot like him. I wonder if he played that. And also the backing band with Paul Schaefer and the band he had at the time, those guys would have an interesting job. They would have to learn a lot of music and a lot of arrangements relatively quickly. So it was a great performance. I want to learn more about Junior Walker. Do you have any more recommendations of any performances of him on YouTube? Even better, post the links in the comment section. McBeardyland, that was another great one. It was a classic. So remember, keep the comments and suggestions coming. Practice hard, but practice smart. And we'll see you soon.